Hello and welcome to another episode of Played with Meg and Mike. We are here with another recently eliminated player from Survivor Hamilton Old Meets New. From the Ulu tribe, Sasha surprisingly voted out today.
Hey.
Sasha,
So
how are you doing?
To be here, Sasha.
I'm a little bit surprised, but I wanted to say this during Tribal Council when you kept saying it's been 3 weeks since the last time you were here. It's been 3 weeks, and I've really enjoyed those 3 weeks, and I've kind of started to think maybe that's a sign that I'm ready to stop playing. So, it's okay.
Yeah. Do you feel like you were obviously you could have stayed, and you were probably hoping to stay, but that you were ready if you did end up going?
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, I didn't protect myself, but I knew exactly the risks going in, so it's fine. But actually, I want to take this opportunity, Mike, to interview you. So my first question is,
how the turntables?
Why? Just why? Why did you make this game? Why do you run it? Why has it been going on for 15 years? Why?
Well, it's been going on for longer than that. When I first started watching the show, at season 1, I was like instantly like, this is a great way for people to compete. Like, I love tournaments. I love competitions. I like the idea of taking a lot of people competing for something and then narrowing it all the way down to one. Just like when I did track and field, like high jump was my favorite because it was, you just basically eliminate people as you went until the last person could jump the highest over the thing. I used to roll marbles down the driveway and keep track of which ones were fastest when I was very little. Like, there's lots of weird stuff like that. But the idea is that this was a way to do that with a lot of people. And so it just started very simple with just the votes for the most part. And then just the more you did it, the more people kind of have different ideas. And then the more I have more ideas. And then so it's just expanded to this now.
And so tell me a little bit more about why you decided to do this season, Old Meets New, and if, how you feel about that now at this point.
I think we started maybe a month too late into quarantine. If we had started a month earlier, it would have been a little bit better. But it was basically because of that. And I always, every time I finish a season, it's like I need a really long break. But I think for this one, it was just the time was right for me. I knew that a lot of people would have the free time, and that I could try out some things that would involve extra effort because people would have extra time.
Is it a social experiment? No, I'm just kidding. I know it is.
Is it a social experiment? Yeah, of course.
So has anything surprised you this season that you weren't expecting or was different than you thought it would turn out to be?
I think, yeah, for sure. I wasn't expecting everybody to be open to doing video. Like, even when I wrote the rules, I wasn't even expecting that everybody would participate in the immunity challenges each week, because I thought, they're just trying to get the most right answers. Some people might not be available. So I think everybody jumped in quicker and with more enthusiasm this season than certainly last season, but then even than I expected. So I'm really grateful for that.
I love what happens when you vote out a documentary filmmaker.
Oh, yeah.
It was not clear to me that somebody could not answer in the challenge and the tribe was pretty safe, but I mean, that's neither here nor there. Okay, but I'm also wondering, what you get out of this yourself.
He's a sicko.
Well, like I said, I'm just curious is what's going to happen, right? I don't know who's going to win, but I like to just watch the story unfold. I get to see, I'm like the producer and the cameraman, right? So I get to get the overall story, but then also all the little vignettes. I get all of it. And so it's fun, watching it all play out, and then being able to talk to Sandra about it is great. It's something that we enjoyed together.
You should be more involved, I think.
I would love that as well. Yeah, everybody would. I think. Yeah, so just watching it all play out, and then the hardest thing is really staying neutral and not getting too involved when some people they have dumb ideas, or I'm watching a train wreck slowly unfold and there's nothing I can do about it. That's the hardest part.
Fair enough. And Meg, I was wondering how this experience has been like for you. And you know, like just if you could reflect back from when you were actually playing to like what your role is like now.
Well, it definitely is like watching a train wreck, and it like watching people unravel before my eyes.
It feels like
And I kind of get what Mike gets out of it. It's pretty crazy to watch all you paranoid monsters just self implode. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's definitely different on this side because like because I remember being in it and like it feels real, and then once you're out of it, you're like, get a fucking grip. This is all fake. There's no stakes. There's nothing. You guys don't even get a gift card this year. So
you didn't even get one last year either.
No, I got a gift card last year.
Oh, I gave it to you? Good.
Yeah, thank you so much.
There's literally no bragging rights because there's only like 10 people. Well, I guess like 30 people who know what you're talking about. But also, you know, for both of you, who you think should be eliminated next and who you think will win.
I don't think I can answer that. Meg can answer that though.
You can.
Who do I think?
No, I can't. I can't put a target on somebody like that.
Yeah.
That's what they all say when they're asked that question.
Well, here's the thing. I think that David Cox took it like a champ in this past tribal council. You guys, I love that Mike thought he was going to have a nice little quiet tribal council, but then Ruth and Sasha came for blood. I love it. But I mean, here's the thing, you guys, week after week after week, people talking about how we have to get better at challenges, whatever. And never at any point in the game has anyone voted based on performance, basically. So I don't know. Dave, good job, but you know, it would be nice to have. I think what will happen is it'll be a nice, easy breezy vote for when it's time for him to go, because it won't be so loaded politically or socially. That's, I think, probably what's going to happen. And who do I want to win? I don't know.
You can't say me anymore.
What?
You can't say me anymore, which I know would have been your standard answer.
Always, yes. Yeah.
Man, I don't know. Maybe people can come back from the dead. I don't watch Survivor.
I don't know. I mean, it would be really cool if somebody new won. I don't know. I don't know who I want to win. Let me think about it.
Okay. But yeah, you guys can ask me any questions if you want.
Good. Thank you. I've been waiting.
I mean, this is a conversation. I shouldn't have. Anyway.
So let's go back in time a little bit. What do you remember most from being on Navala? Maybe good and bad.
I guess the good things I remember is it was just like, you know, my first introduction to the game. Like the stakes even were lower then. You know, I really loved the social aspect of the game, meeting new people. I liked kind of like being able to take charge early on in some of the competitions or some of the challenges and figure it out. I like talking to everybody, really. I mean, I get that some people didn't like me, but that's okay. And the bad stuff was really just like feeling like I was walking in blind to every single challenge. Like the first couple ones, it took us a while to get our footing. And then the next one was a head-to-head. And then the next one, you had to, you know, take your time and figure out the answer. And then the next one was all speed. And it was just like, I don't even know what I'm doing. And especially when it came down to that one that we had lost maybe 6 in a row or something. And there was one more and we were like so determined and we all tried our best. And like, the first answer was in after their last answer. And it was, I think I texted you, I give up, I hate this game, forget it. Like, you know. But yeah, I mean, like everybody always loves to hate on their experience in Navala from the beginning, but it was kind of cute. I don't know. I had like a little group, you know, they saved me.
Right.
You know,
well, you kind of built a pretty good majority that it feels like there was some trust there right before everybody got all mixed up.
Yeah, but if we were continuing on that trajectory, that group wouldn't have lasted for very long.
No. Right. Well, and like I said, you made a good point. Like the amount of variety of challenges and all of that. Like I enjoy that, and a lot of it is to really challenge the Kobara, right? Because I've played with them before, but then it's like a double challenge for you guys, and that makes a lot of sense. But that's part of the game, and you guys got all those tribal councils, right? You got a lot of fun experience.
Yeah.
Like I think a couple other guys. Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry, you go ahead. No.
I was going to say a couple of the other players were saying how they've only been to 2 or 3 tribal councils all game, right? And it's like that's crazy compared to what you and the other Naval folks have experienced.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I just try to see the positives in it. Like, I mean, as I was saying before, I'm live by myself with my cat, and I can't just go hang out with my friends. Like, I usually just chill in Meg's house and we like smoke weed and watch The Office, and we have to do that alone now. So it's just nice to actually communicate with people when it's not necessarily work related, or like there are a lot of really serious things that I've been a part of on Zoom meetings. I mean, other than my karaoke birthday party, that's fun. So I mean, not only that, and I really always tried to use my vote to make the team stronger. I know in the council that just happened, April was saying that we began by voting out our best players. I mean, we started with Ross, and then, David M was one of our best players, but she was the one who voted him out. And then like Damien and Wayne, they were always at the bottom, So, and then Jim fell on his own sword. He was good, but like, I mean, I'll give her Ian. He was great.
Yeah. That's a good point. And on top of all of the talk of challenges, did it feel like there was actually like real kind of personal conflict on the Navala tribe? And what's kind of your assessment of that? And, what maybe you would do differently, or what maybe you wish had happened?
Oh, no.
You can say anything. It's fine.
Well, there clearly were some conflicts. I just think that it was these personalities coming together in a way that they're kind of strangers and kind of competing against each other. It's just bound to happen. I mean, this is a TV show after all. You need the drama. So, I mean, I think that even if it didn't play out the exact same way it did in one way or another, it would have.
Right on. Meg, do you have any questions for your friend?
Yeah, I want to know if you feel like you were a villain in this game.
By the end, for sure. Well, actually, by the time Ian was voted out and when he made that video that I was the mastermind, which absolutely was not true. Yeah.
That feel good for them to call you the mastermind when you knew that wasn't necessarily true?
No, but
for them to be wrong.
I mean, well, okay, because they called me the mastermind of Ruth the cat because she had 9 lives and kept being saved. Whereas she was the mastermind and she wasn't getting the credit that she deserved, and I'm the cat because you're
obviously the cat. Yeah.
So I mean, I was just like, come on, guys, like figure it out. But I mean, whatever. I like when people are talking about me. So,
are you sad?
A little bit, yes. I was really, really excited for post merge. I really, really wanted to get on the jury. I was pretty vocal about that. I did want Ruth to make it further than me. That was one of my very first goals, and I'm really happy that I didn't have to save her per se, and she still did because she's a much better player than I am. Yeah, I mean, like, I'm not going to be able to go to any more tribal councils, so like that whole social aspect of my life is gone. But like, I mean, I've been texting with David M since the very, very beginning, but like certainly all through the time since he's been gone. So I'm sure that all these great friendships I've made will last.
What is there any vote that you're most proud of in terms of the kind of something that a plan that you did that worked out?
No,
that you can recall.
No? I had to somebody had to explain what happens when we tie like 4 times. Okay. I would just always defer to Ruth's knowledge because it was always so much more thought out, so much better. If I had an idea, I'd run it by her and she'd tell me why it was stupid and she'd be right. So yeah, no, there's no moment. I mean, I guess Definitely getting an answer in first. I'm proud of that. I really did like the challenge. I didn't feel like a complete idiot. Like when it was a challenge that I could do, winning the idol really felt great. You know, and just like when the group came together and voted in the way that I wanted, that was nice. But I never really like spearheaded anything. I would like, you know, stir the pot, but
who do you want to get voted out next?
UK Dave, for sure. Oh my God. I'm sorry. Like there's nothing wrong with him, but as an audience member, you want to see the person who's tanking it for them get what they deserve, you know? Sorry. I mean, like, you're great. You know?
Who do you want to win?
Ruth.
Yeah. You know, that would be the comeback story. Obviously, like, I want Ruth to win. Like, if she wants to.
Yeah, it would be amazing.
She doesn't seem to want to, but, like, she has it in her.
Would a victory even be worth it? I don't know.
Well, yeah. No, I want to see Ruth win for sure. But, I mean, like, obviously I want to. And I just think that she has the passion. She's good at this game. She's good at the challenges. She loves all the scheming and everything, which I just like don't really care for. I mean, I like talking to people about like, you know, Bonnaroo and stuff like that, but like not like, oh my God, please save me, or like who should we like, it's just like I can't.
It's a really it's a fucked up game.
That's true.
So what's your prediction for Ulu from now on? You think that they will lose again next week? Do you think that they're going to turn it around in the challenges?
It's not about them. That's the problem. Like they could lose if it's late enough that Dave goes to sleep, you know? Or, I mean, yes, it's possible anyone could tank it, but like, I mean, you have a loose cannon, you know? Like why after the first time? Didn't like, I don't know. Anyway, whatever. But so it's very possible that they could be in the bottom gun, even with him, it's a very strong team, but you just have this, you know, issue that he knew about going in and like, anyway, so it's possible, but like, you know, anyone could be at council next.
Anything that you any feedback you want to give, or anything else you want to tell anybody before you
give us your quarantine recommendations?
Oh yeah,
exactly.
Feedback on the game. Just be nice to Ruth, okay? Like she's really, you know, she's a good person and she's trying really hard and she deserves so much more love than she's seen in this game. But I mean,
agreed 100%.
Competition, you know, but just try to think about that the next time you reach out to her or about her. So I actually today, which is kind of nice, just finished the book The Body Is Not an Apology by Sonia Renee Taylor, and it's been sold out. Oh no, what's the name of the bookstore? Any kind of bookstore? Oh. No. It's a Black-owned bookstore. I can't believe I'm forgetting the name of it.
The one that is so overwhelmed with orders right now?
Yeah, so I mean, that's where I want to buy the hard copy from. I just read it on the library app as an ebook. I'm, of course, watching this season of RuPaul's Drag Race All-Stars, and it's different this year because each of the queens have a vote of who they want the bottom queen to be eliminated. So it's like Survivor. It's really amazing. It's like really interesting with my life.
In both worlds.
Next time you do a fake game, let's do it modeled off Drag Race.
Okay. I'd be down for that. That's just modeled off
Hamilton. Yeah, Hamilton Drag Race. Let's see.
Okay.
Oh, sure, my dad will love that.
And I'm going to watch Pose Season 2 next.
Nice.
On Netflix.
Right.
Good recos.
Cool.
Well, thank you. It's been so much fun to have you in the game so far. I'm pretty sure
so
that.
sad, Sasha, but I think
yeah,
you did
me
a great
too.
job.
It's okay. You'll be fine.
I agree, and I think they'll be disappointed to see you on Exile Island, but I'm excited to send you in there. But I can give you a day break if you want. I can give you a.
No, don't do it.
I'm just joking. Awesome. So thanks for everything. This has been great. I'm looking forward to kind of connecting with you throughout the game and beyond, just to talk about how it's going. Okay.
Attention, unless it conflicts with something that I want to do.
That's fine. Yeah, you deserve some time for yourself.
Okay, bye.
Good game, baby
Bye.
girl. Mwah.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Take care, everybody.